In a world full of Dungeons & Dragons content, Jamazing presents a new way of playing the classic tabletop game. Welcome to DM Roulette, a game where the players rotate who the Dungeon Master will be each month. No need to sift through countless episodes to figure out what's going on here. Each adventure will begin and end in 3 parts. And don't you worry, the beloved cast of characters will stay consistent from adventure to adventure, unless they die. So, without further ado, let's start the next episode of DM Roulette.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to what promises to be the best campaign episode that we have had yet, because it is hosted by me. So I'm excited to jump back into the DM seat. I have been away for a while, so Gunnar has been absent. So I do not necessarily know what everyone has been up to, but I have been informed of any player deaths, so we will just jump off from there. So I begin the opening narration now. Buoyed by your recent string of successes and lack of wizard deaths, you spend a week after your latest adventure doing odd jobs around town, soaking in the pastoral monster-free life, and even basking in the adoration of a few local fans. But despite these mostly serene days and nights, try as you might, you can't seem to shake this feeling of something. It's not something you can put your finger on. It's a constant gnawing at the back of your mind, an incessant whisper, quiet enough that you can't make it out. Something fleeting in the corner of your eye, just fast enough that you can't identify it. Finally, you've had enough. So it'll get you to make a perception check, please. This will apply to all of you.
Wow. Getting right into this.
It's a trap.
Yeah, sorry. Okay.
Hey.
Should you break?
Minos does already, apparently.
He's tired.
He's tired.
So, everyone but Minos notices the following things as you're walking down the main street of the town. A bespectacled goblin in a finely tailored but violently patterned suit of clothes is following you. Thinking back, you have the growing feeling that he might have been doing so for quite some time. Now, I'm going to leave you with that because someone, Beatrice, you actually got what I would call an exceptional success in another campaign type setting. So I'm going to message you some additional information. So I can do that in DM character, I believe.
Yeah.
DM character.
Mm-hmm.
DM to character. Why does it say John in here, though? Is that from when you were DMing?
It's all DMs to that character, right? So you might see previous stuff from
Yeah.
previous DMs.
Yeah, just pick the hashtag Beatrice.
Sure.
Yeah, got it.
I know I put dim, but
Perhaps this music is
So
a little
that
too
is-
lively for what's going on.
We're just chilling. There's a goblin.
yeah, you're in the middle of town. It's like, and it's not like
okay.
you know. Whatever.
We need suspicious music.
Okay, I'm gonna get
Oh, okay.
suspicious
If you're
music.
suspicious, then
I'm
be
very
suspicious as you
suspicious. Oh, hey, everyone! You know what? I completely forgot. We need to say thank you to that necromancer for all their help. Let's go this way. And she'll try to duck into a. Where are we, by the way, Tim?
You're just in the middle of town. We're just sort of walking down Main Street, having had a delightful lunch in a local gastropub that came highly recommended. On a break. So it's daytime. There's the normal hustle and bustle of commerce of the village. It's not a metropolis, so it's not with people, but there's traffic.
Okay.
It's not you alone. Does that
I think-
give you sort of?
Yeah, I think B is going to try to be really casual about everything and not attract too much attention, but she's going to be like, "Hey, hey guys, we should just go. I heard about this really good. Just come this way. Come on, let's go. She'll literally follow the biggest crowd of people
Okay.
in whichever direction they're going, provided it's still on a main street.
Sure. So if you continue down the main street and take a onto, I guess, what you would call their other main street, the two big streets of the town, it will lead to their open air farmers market, and that tends to have the most traffic as people are buying and selling and whatnot. They're good. So if you want to follow a crowd in that direction, you can do that, and then you'll be sort of the most densely populated, if you want to call it that.
Super. She's gonna yell speak very loudly. Oh yes, this is for all of the shopping that I'm very excited to do. Come this way. And then as they kind of duck into the group of people, she'll kind of whisper and be like, "Okay, so there's some sketchy looking people that are following that little goblin, and I think they were trying to head us off. Can you guys see them now?"
Might also like look instantly like, huh.
What goblin?
So once,
Sorry.
Go ahead.
go ahead. I was just going to say that once Beatrice sort of draws your attention to looking for people that don't quite seem to fit the bill of the average villager, you're able to spot some rougher looking people and wearing sort of village garb like cloaks. But the way that their cloaks and clothes move, on occasion you'll see that underneath is leather armor that's seen a lot of wear. And in fact, even the parts of their skin that's exposed, you can see some scars and some bruises and things. So these are people who have lived a rough life, if you will. You guessing there's about 9 of them as you head into as you make the turn into the market and you sort of melded into the crowd there were pockets of Beatrice would probably know this, and she may relate it. There were sort of like groups of 3, so 3 groups of 3,
Mhm.
and they've now sort of converged into one group of 9. But they are following you. They're keeping a distance, like a pretty decent distance, like a city block, if you will, away from you. But they have
Well, come now, darlings. We can take them. It looks like that they're a little outnumbered by the lesser amount of us.
The goblin is also follows you. He's about, so if they're a full block or a full street away, keeping you still in their sort of line, the goblin is about half that distance. So closer to you.
Maybe they're
We don't
adventurers.
recognize this goblin.
I don't believe so.
They might be after
I
the
know what
next
happened to the rest
quest.
of your campaign.
We better find it before they do.
Well, maybe we should warn this goblin. He's being tailed.
I don't quite think that's the way it's going, but it could be. We could go and ask the little one. Is that not kosher to say? Am I using the correct terms nowadays? I want to be a cool mom. I want to use the right language. Okay.
Why are you looking at me?
I was just looking at everyone.
See a little pointed right now.
Like his ears? No, absolutely not.
Oh, hey there, little buddy.
discuss-
Mino says as he heads towards the goblin.
Yeah, I was just going to say that I talk the distance is closing, not in a urgent, rushing, running way, but like moving closer. So if you close the distance, I mean, it's not that far till you get to the goblin.
Oh, hi, I'm
Then he
Minos.
says, Minos! Adventurers! I should have known you'd spot me sooner or later.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
we
it turned out
did.
to be later than expected.
Oh, well, I'm sorry about that. Were you looking for us?
Are you looking to hire adventurers?
Why, I am. I, that is my firm, has the great privilege and honor to represent a consortium of the best agricultural producers in the region for 200 miles around. Perhaps you've heard of us. And he offers you a card with embossed letters that read, Gritcher and Associates, Barristers, Solicitors, established 1401 BR. But because I am not Jen, I did not make the actual card, so you'll just have to imagine it in your mind's eye.
What? Imagine.
Oh,
When you
and
don't immediately recognize... Oh, go ahead, sorry.
oh yeah, we have heard of this group, and we're all very proud of what you're doing.
Can
Uh,
can B make a history check? Because she
Sure.
actually does have she's a legal background technically.
Proceed.
Uh,
oh,
I
you'll
I
give
don't
us
know
the
how this will go.
quest before you give it to those guys that are following you, right?
Oh,
Is
are you making a history check, B? Sorry, 1 second for Minos there. And
yeah, okay. I'm not aware.
so it seems like an official enough card,
She's
but
self-taught.
doesn't immediately ring a bell as one of the great legal practices that you've encountered before. So, could be legitimate, might not be. Who knows? Anyone can put their shingle out, right? So it's not a very well-regulated profession in this day and age. So, Mino, sorry, you had said something, and I...
Yeah, oh yeah, I was just hoping that you were gonna give us the quest before you give it to that other adventuring party that's following you. Minos will say as he points to the 9 well-worn people that are
Ruffians.
following close behind.
The goblin doesn't even look around, and he says, "Don't worry about them. Yes, no, no, no. Not a problem, not a problem." And he waves his hand, and the sort of leather-clad folks, we'll call them, they stop where they are and hold their position, but their eyes are still very fixed on you, and the goblin.
Who are your lovely friends? Your muscly armed friends.
All of this will be explained in the contract, but we mustn't get ahead of ourselves. You see, my clients have had their legitimate commercial interests deleteriously and grievously affected by the illegal activities of one of their competitors and have retained our services to seek recourse. You have to admit is very civil and upstanding of them, since many people of means these days prefer the self-help of vigilantes for hire like, well, yourselves.
I understand everything you're saying. Go on.
Mm-hmm.
That works pretty well for us.
Seriously, yes. Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, our search for justice has hit a small snag. A complication. You see, as part of the legal process, my clients have the right to their day in court. But in order to get that day, they must notify their competitor of the lawsuit so that their competitor can appear too. Fair is fair after all, as we say here at Scritcher and Associates. Actually, our problem is quite basic, you see. Whenever we try to deliver the required notice, we have been unable to complete that task. He sighs and
You
removes
say?
right.
Well, you've come to the right place. What service did you use for the delivery?
Well, we're hoping to circumvent the usual means of delivery for something faster. But 27 associates and countless private couriers later, not one was able to do it. Or even come. But more to the point, the reason that we couldn't use the normal system was we require a notarized signature from the recipient or her authorized agent to prove she received the notice. In the meantime, she flagrantly flouts agricultural best practices, the guidelines for proper cultivation of crops, not to mention the Treaty 1427 DR. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why don't just bring an emergency motion for relief from the obligation to deliver? But of course, that would require evidence of attempted delivery, and since none of the bodies or notices were recovered, well, you see our conundrum. That is where you come in, of course. Now that our firm invented this notarization device, anyone can deliver the notice on our behalf. And we firmly publicly deny any and all rumors, allegations, insinuations, and other imputations that we are not the rightful inventors of this device, and we look forward to our day in court, where we are confident we will be vindicated.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm. Can
are
you
you
repeat
interested?
all of the
Solve
things? What
Well, I
exactly
think
do
they
you
just
need
need
us
us to
to
deliver a
do?
letter.
Oh, okay, well, that's easy. You could have just said that, maybe.
I believe I did. A lot. But in any event, yes, if you deliver the letter and get the notarized signature using our device, then your task will be complete. Of course, we would require you to return it to us as well. Any and all survivors will be very fairly remunerated.
Where is this competing firm? Agricultural
Well,
group?
that is, in fact, why we have sought you out specifically. I believe you are familiar with the respondent in this case, the one that we allege is breaking all of these rules. We don't like to actually say her name. It's not superstition, you understand. Just she has this uncanny way of circumventing our most clever and potent counter-divination spell when we use her actual name. So we refer to her by her domain instead. Well, her alleged domain, I might add, since questions remain about the proper succession since her husband's all too convenient demise and the disappearance of his last will and testament. But we believe you have met her, and, in fact, may have even had access to her manor. That would make you ideal to deliver the notice, would not?
Oh, are you talking
You
about the
have to
Countess?
deliver.
Sorry, can I get just separately? Sorry, I kind of missed.
Dan can go first.
Okay, thanks.
It was nothing that important. I just said you had me at deliver. I don't know why we're still discussing these matters. This seems like a clean cut, a letter of the law to deliver. Let's do it.
Oh, you're talking about the
Excellent.
Countess, right? We do know her.
Yes, well, let's not use titles or names, but yes. Zerovia would be where you are headed. And you haven't been there before, I take it, inside the manor?
Oh, yeah, we have.
The Countess's manor, I believe you were talking about?
You're the Countess?
Yeah, the Countess. I remember her.
So
She
we're
seems
going to
really
have
nice.
to really not do that too frequently, you see. It attracts attention that we don't want. I think your greatest chance of success will be in stealth, if I'm not mistaken. Any ostentatious attempts to deliver have resulted in really spectacular failures. Lots of body parts and things. But if you've been inside, can you tell me what it's like? Did you see her vault? It's supposed to be the biggest that's ever been created. In fact, they say that she has compelled an elder black dragon to guard for her. Did you see the dragon?
Oh, no.
He's gonna cast Detect Thoughts. So she's trying to figure out what he's actually getting after, trying to get an idea of like where his head is at, what he's trying to approach. So it's an auto succeed. So for the duration of you can read the thoughts of certain creatures. You can cast it to probe deeper, but if you don't do that, you only learn the surface thoughts. Thank you. So trying to get an idea of like when the goblin's talking about the vault, is there something specific that he's fixating on in the vault specifically, or when he's talking about like some legal stuff happened and they came back this way because they were in pieces.
Okay if I just give it to you?
Sure.
Or now? Okay. So what B would sense is very generic sort of pictures of wealth coming from his mind. Like he's envisioning like fountains and mountains of gold and gems of every description. But the way that the thoughts are sort of constantly shifting, you can tell it's more imagination than anything else. Like it's not a memory, and it's not like he's fixated on a specific artifact or anything. It's almost just the most generic notions of obscene wealth that has fascinated him. You don't get a sense that he's trying to deceive you, though he may be downplaying the danger that he thinks you'll face. You can tell he's definitely a monetarily motivated individual. Like he is interested in getting money. That's what he is.
It lasts for a minute, so we'll
Okay.
just keep doing this as we're chatting.
Okay, so if there's anything else, like always, just remind me and give me a more specific question, and I can
Sure.
take it.
And what is our payment for this delivery mission?
An excellent question. You will find that we are very generous. We will seek as I explained, your services to deliver the notice and return with the notarized signature or proof of failed delivery. All here in the contract, including remuneration of 250 gold pieces apiece for survivors. Most generous, I'm sure you'll agree, very much above market rate. He produces a tube from within his suit jacket, unstoppers it, and unfurls, of course, a comically long contract in the tiniest scrawl you could possibly imagine. Definitely requires a magnifying glass to read. Does anyone here speak Goblin?
Oh, goblin.
So, luckily, you would be able to read it if you were able to make it big enough that it became legible.
Does anybody have a pair of glasses or a magnifying glass, perhaps?
No.
At how many times magnification would you like?
5 to 10, please.
What are these numbers?
Is that an imperial or metric?
Metric, of course, darling.
I don't have that, unfortunately.
Do you have imperial?
I do.
Okay. Well, I guess I must deal with what we have available to us, of course.
I mean, I have jeweler's tools. I feel like there'd be like a little magnifying glass thing in there.
Hmm.
Sounds right.
Yeah. I'll lend it over to B.
Excellent. Okay, and oh yes, this quite standard, really. B has been involved in a court case, but she is not a trained lawyer. That doesn't stop her from thinking she is.
Of course. Me either.
I'll join B because I also do speak Goblin, so I'll kind of wrestle my way in there and be like, "What's that mean? What's that word there, darling? Tell me more."
He looks both shocked and a little dismayed when you're actually able to translate the contract, certain words. Says, it's just the usual boilerplate. No need to at all. Simply release us of all liability for any harm suffered by you either before, during, or after your assignment. Maiming, dismemberment, torture, death, enslavement, transformation, temporary or eternal damnation, exile, intergenerational hexing. The ordinary risks of business. You just sign at the bottom on the line. Just sign.
Oh, okay. I'm really good at signing things. So Minos will go and start.
B will like just shift the paper away.
Oh, B,
and be
that
like,
was not very kind.
Until we have a moment to review this, of course. And I feel like it'll be an eternity later. She's like, I'm not letting you sign something. I would never let that happen to someone so close. We must read this very closely. The law is not to be tampered with, nor messed with.
While I would applaud your caution under normal circumstances, we must act quickly. My client losses are mounting with every passing day. Sign.
When we were doing the initial part and he was kind of freaking out. Was there anything beyond him just being like, "Oh shit, they're actually reading the contract"? Was there anything specific that he was worried about us reading?
Can we insight check him?
Yeah, I could do that too if it's easier.
Yeah, get him, B.
I would say, from your detect on, he is worried about one of the clauses of the contract, which is entitled Qualification Exam, and it entitles him to subject the signees to whatever trials and evaluations he deems necessary to ensure their fitness to complete the contract.
Okay. B will translate that aloud for the group.
Mm-hmm.
This is a confidential contract. You should have been reading it out loud. What if my competitors here and steal my ideas?
Are we in the middle of a
Silly.
market right now?
I am a registered mailman with a mail union. I should not need to be evaluated. I have already been evaluated by the highest source. I have delivered letters from here to there. How dare you, goblin? In fact, I'm going to start scribbling my own contract now. So if you wish to enlist my services now, you must enter my own contract. I'll just plop down and start dictating with the quill.
With the auto quill.
While your experience is obviously an invaluable asset, these others cannot say that they have been subject to your level of experience or evaluation. And it would be negligent of me not to ensure that I'd retained properly qualified individuals.
Oh,
If
honey,
you
I
think I
have
can accept
experience.
you.
I have lots of experience.
At
It seems
delivering
like it's
mail
not
and-
that negligent. You aren't paying anyone who doesn't come back, right?
Yes, but every time we make delivery, or attempted delivery, potentially it does make things worse for the next delivery people.
Yes, that's us. You've made it worse for us.
And you will make it worse for whoever comes next, assuming they have to come, because maybe you will succeed. My actuaries give you a very strong 23% of success, which is double the last group.
Oh, wow, double. That's great. That's great. Right,
Yeah, so
Kane?
you just sign at the bottom of the contract.
Okay.
Our fee would be 25. So what? That's a 4 times factor. So it would be 1,000 gold pieces a person. Is that correct? Due to the increasingly difficult scenario.
If you sign now, I am willing to increase the rate to 300 gold pieces.
I don't know. I kind of like just huddle the others for a second. One moment. One moment. What do you guys think?
Sounds like he'll probably go higher if we sign it soon. You should try, Beatrice.
Maybe we should try finding out who his backup team is or his backup adventurer group.
Yeah, and what his challenges might be.
Hmm.
What the challenge might be is reasonable. If it's an easy to pass test, then we don't need to worry about it.
But we can still get more money. Because Minos, of course, we are adventurers.
Yeah, that's why we're signing, because we're accepting a quest.
Okay, so
Signature
Beal
meeting.
kind of stand up as the pseudo face of the group and put on quite a performance of her own interpretation of the legal system, as well as contracts, and will ramble on about this and that. She'll be like, before we need these are our terms, we'll need this, this, and this, we'll need this, and our fee schedule will be this. And she'll aim for 500 per person.
Fine, but you must sign now. And I expect completion as soon as possible, immediately.
With
No
at least
moonlighting.
with at least 50% of knowledge of upcoming test events.
Oh.
She's just trying to get an idea of what the tests you would be putting them through would be.
Well,
But not
we
all of them.
complete
Half of them.
immediately.
Okay, well,
It's
like
a physical fitness exam.
while she's talking, she's gonna still be trying to like sift through the top of the superficial thoughts. Be like, is this magic? Is this death? Like, how crazy you going?
He's thinking of the leather people behind him.
Other people. We could take them.
Okay,
She'll-
I'm signing now.
Okay.
Okay.
Peter, do you have nice ink? I want to use nice formal ink for this occasion.
Nice ink. Just open up a jacket to unveil rows and rows of ink.
Do you have
What's your
invisible ink?
poison? This one's actual poison.
Do you have disappearing ink?
What ink? What?
Do you have
Disappearing.
disappearing ink?
I don't have any inks necessarily specifically listed in my item set, Tim. Can I do like a luck roll to say?
I think as a mail carrier, I think it's reasonable that Peter would have a variety.
Okay, you know what?
I actually
wouldn't.
do have a forgery kit, which probably would have disappearing ink.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
I would say I don't have it. I have too much respect for the written word to have disappearing ink.
I don't.
I will palm some into Beatrice's hand.
Wait, but like, if we use disappearing ink and we succeed, does that mean we don't get the gold reward?
Yeah, that's what's thought too.
Just an option, if you want the option.
No, I think you guys can take them. I'm comfortable taking this challenge if you guys go kill them. B will not be combat heavy.
Yeah, I'll sign.
Okay.
I've signed.
So everyone has.
I'll
Yes.
sign. Also,
Okay.
Miles, I feel like your signature is getting a hoof mark.
Yep.
He tries to write his
Well,
name, but it
stop.
really just comes out like terrible scribbles.
It's gonna be like a seal. There's so much ink on the page that eventually you're just like,
He's actually says each letter of his name as he's writing it out, but he's not actually writing those letters. He doesn't know how to
like a
write.
spelling bee.
Oh, cute.
Okay, so B will just add those little scribbles like the adjusted fee schedule and all those things on the bottom. We'll sign. They're like, I need you initially here, and here, please.
So he initials and signs and then claps his hands rather gleefully. And he says, "Perfect, excellent, pleasure doing business with you. Let the test begin!" And he claps his hands, and the leather-clad people dash towards you, drawing their weapons as they do so. Each of them seems to be wielding 2 rapiers. So I will get you all to roll initiative. You can have advantage on initiative because you were expecting this exam. So you're in a heightened state of battle readiness. The adrenaline was already in your veins. So advantage on your initiative rolls, and then I will.
I don't know how
Put
to do
in,
that with the system.
In it, join.
Can
Are
you
you
just
in it
roll?
join
Actually,
advantage?
you can init join with a known roll. Like you could roll
Yeah, like roll outside and then.
outside and then init join.
Do you want me to start the
dash
battle,
P
Tim?
the number.
Can you do that?
I think so.
Let me just see if I can init join with advantage or not.
True. I am dying to actually roll dice, though.
I
I miss it.
So yeah, you should roll it.
No dice.
Jog got 2. Oh, you rolled 2 220.
Yeah. Sorry, I just wanted to get the number to start the initiative with. Yeah. So you can set your own initiative with the -P tag. So like I rolled a 20 and my initiative's a +4, so I'm at 24.
So what do you do?
Oh, I see what you did.
So just roll a d20 or roll an initiative check outside of combat with advantage, and then once you have your initiative number, you do init join -P space whatever that number is.
You said P dash P?
Yep, -P.
And it join -P number.
So init space join space -P space number.
And it's your proficiency plus your dexterity, right?
Yes.
No. Oh,
Isn't it? Yeah, it is.
There we go.
No, it's not.
Nope.
It's just your
That's all I
dexterity.
want.
You're not proficient.
initiative is just dex.
Yeah.
Okay.
So luckily, the one
I'll
roll
roll.
that got added into the thing was my better roll, so I don't have to do anything.
Oh, it didn't work for me, but I had 15, so that was init join P the number.
Yep,
Space.
space the number.
Yeah.
It's right above
Oh.
my initiative. Like the Discord has the command in it.
It did
Yeah,
put
we
me
don't
in, but
see
that's
it.
fine.
It's
I'll
probably
do
showing it to
15.
you, but
Really?
not to us.
Oh, weird. Oh yeah, weird. Okay, yeah, I see it, but you are correct.
It doesn't.
Yeah, I think we're good.
We'll just go with it.
Are we happy? Are we an approximation of happy?
We are in an approximation of happy.
Yes. Beatrice is
I-
ready to.
Is there a way for me to know what the initiative rolls are for the group?
Yep.
They're pinned to the top of the screen.
Yeah, if you go into Discord and look up where there's a pin, so where it says part 1 at the top of Discord, there should be like pinned messages. That should tell you what our order is. So we're doing a test. What kind of music do we want? It's like a challenge.
Yeah.
We're currently being assaulted by like nine people.
It's a self-evaluation. Do it
That's
your
our
own
test.
pace.
Is the 9
Take
people
home exam.
attacking us? Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Oh.
So I'm going to do it in 3 groups. So I do init join -P 14. Oh, but how do they know who I am?
It might be add. So
it's not join.
it's
for
not
you, add.
join. It's add. Yeah. So exclamation mark in it space add space. Then the name of the
0.
thing. I'm guessing.
Nope. You need a modifier first. So
Okay.
0.
There
Then
you
the
go.
name.
I
Yeah.
added it in there.
Then
And then after
so
the name,
so
it'll
if you
be.
have a number that you want to give it, then it's init add 0 name -p the number. Or if you just want to roll them in, you go init add like whatever the initiative modifier that you want to roll is. So like +2 or whatever. Then the name.
I think he wants them to go specifically in a specific spot in the initiative.
Did this work? No, I suck.
Does he put int? Not in
Nope. No. It's because the -p goes after everything else.
it. Oh, never mind.
Right?
Yeah, honestly. Here, I'm gonna try to put it as what I
There.
think it'll be.
It's that. It's
Yeah.
that without the exclamation, without the quotation mark.
Without the quotation mark, yeah.
Although that being said, I can probably do this.
Oh my god, that would be nice.
There, I could just do it. There, they're in. Haha.
Okay, perfect. So, and then can you group B and group C as like 9 and 8, like at the very end? I know why I didn't task Matt with this to start. Oh my god.
I literally copied this snippet of code into the Facebook group. It's there.
Hooray! So,
Ta-da.
as you guessed, the market, once you draw weapons, the market people kind of start to flee out, leaving a relatively clear field of engagement, conveniently enough, once they get caught in the crossfire between your obviously these two hostile groups that are encountering each other. Ironjaw, you will go first. So as a reminder, there are 9 opponents that you're facing. All look relatively similar. They're all dual-wielding rapiers, but they do seem to be sort of operating in 3 triads. So they kind of are clumped into 3 groups that are approaching you, but they're all approaching you from the same direction. So it's not like you're getting flanked or anything. So that's just to set the scene. Please proceed. And identify just like A1 if you're attacking like one of them in the group A, or B1 or C1 and so forth.
Yep. So I'm going to go look at the ones in group A, whoever's out in front. I'm going to do an insight check against them to see if I can identify any weak points. So this will be against their deception.
Against their deception.
Ooh.
So that's charisma, I guess, if they're untrained. Oh, no.
Yeah.
It would be charisma, yeah.
So they would go roll... Oh, except, oh, I guess I just do it like this.
Yeah, just a d20 plus whatever. Alright, so I can use my sneak attack against the one that I'm identifying, as I've found a chink in his armor. And so I'll run over, and I will attack.
I'm just going to call it A1 for recording purposes. You probably don't care, but...
So that's a critical hit.
Ooh.
I will run up and jam my magical
Wow.
short sword right into his armpit for 31 damage.
Ooh.
So you damn little bitch.
Am I winning? Am I winning the test?
Do you want me to keep
is this
going?
what we're doing? I've got more.
Maybe we had to win in like rock, paper, scissors or something. And
So yes, that opponent crumples to the ground.
I choose scissors into the jugular.
no running.
So X on that one.
Yep.
Do you have other attacks or
Nope,
things?
that is my turn, so I'm
Okay, perfect. So you're now facing 8 opponent. That is next person in the initiative, which is Peter. So Peter, you just watched Ironjaw quite easily and lethally, I guess, dispatch one of the armed assailants that have fountain of blood.
It might surprise you to know, I say to my comrades, that this was actually exactly like the post-med exam, and I'll slice another one for Group A. I have 2 at, what? Oh, fuck, sorry. I thought I had it prepared better. forgot it was one word.
You and both, my friend.
So I do have a magical battle axe now and a regular battle
Ooh.
axe. Can I attack twice with the same weapon?
You can.
I see one.
Well, then I'll just wield my magical one. Fuck off!
Oh, sorry, I'm in the wrong screen. No, come back. Did you? Oh, heads up. What the hell?
She got 13 to hit.
Oh, unfortunately, 13 is a miss.
Okay.
Oh
Honestly,
no.
again.
It's been. I think that it did it twice for me. The first one looks like it was 10.
Yeah, so it looks like they both missed.
I don't know how exactly that happened, but I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Oh,
So,
it's been a while since I
unfortunately,
took this test.
two massive cleaves with the battle axe, but this leather-clad opponent seems to be quite agile. And after seeing his friend go down,
Of note, Peter, you do have a +1 battle axe that you could. So it is a fancier +1 battle axe, but you could add a +1 battle axe in D&D Beyond to get it to add the +1 to hit and damage for these.
Okay, I'll do that after this session.
So technically, there's a 14 to hit on the second attack.
I typed in the
In
plus
case that
one.
matters.
yeah, the 14 to hit comes right against his armor, but not quite into it.
Just checking.
Unfortunately, it's still a miss, but much closer. So that brings us to. This is why I don't do combat. Minos! So you've seen one opponent go down, another almost got the axe, but narrowly managed to avoid it. So.
Okay,
What
so
do you
this
do?
is for a test, and well, I'm allowed to attack you with my spells. That was part of the contract I signed, I believe. And Minos' eyes are going to electrify a little bit as he looks up to the sky. And even though it might just be a little bit cloudy, the clouds start to roil in. And when he points at it, he shoots up a little shock, which starts to rumble and crackle, and a lightning bolt will blast down in a 60-foot radius column down onto the ground. So I would like to try to get most of them in that radius if I can.
60 feet radius. So the diameter is 120?
Yeah.
What is this? Is this lightning storm?
This is call
big,
call
Oh,
lightning.
call lightning.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can get them all.
Okay, sweet. Then I
Is that-
need
It's
you.
simple, but like 150, yeah.
Yeah, it's huge.
That's
It's huge.
So the cloud is big. The bolts themselves aren't that big.
Is it one bolt or is it many bolts?
You make a storm cloud with that radius,
Right.
and then you choose a point, and then a bolt of lightning hits that point.
Okay, so I'm gonna make
And
sure
then
that I get
creatures
them
within 5
all
foot of
in
it.
the radius then. So I'll make sure they're all within the column, and then I'll shoot one down to hit as many as I can within 5 feet of a point. So maybe like a triad of them, maybe 3 of them.
Yeah, you can do triad for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. You
So
would
I'll
get
do a
your
full group.
group of 3.
Not the
Okay.
group that
So group
Ironjaw's
two.
on, because I wouldn't want to like strike
Sure.
Ironjaw or Peter, but another 3.
I appreciate that.
The other 3.
Are you
So
done with the deep shot?
I'll let you pick, Tim, which 3 that I strike with this. They're each gonna have to give me dexterity saving
Okay.
throw. And I roll 3d10 magic damage.
Dexterity saving throw. Just-
Say Ironjaw would probably be a lightning rod.
Yeah, I don't like the
Dexterity.
idea. Let's not find out.
So these are actually pretty agile characters, as unfortunately Peter found out. They seem to move with almost preternatural speed.
After you roll, Tim, don't say whether it works or not.
Don't say okay, I won't. Boss. Okay, so this is saving throw number 1.
Yeah, how does this work? When they make this,
Oh
jeez.
my! Is it re-rolling or?
Yeah,
No,
Or am I
yeah, it's
those
fine.
are
It's fine.
rolls. That's a
it's
that's a
just
1
a-
in 400 chance it happens. Actually, it's a lot
Okay.
more than that because it's a 1 in 20 chance.
Oh my god!
Okay, that's
Sorry,
okay. They
I don't know
all
how to
save,
roll the roll
but
fail.
they take half the
Hold
damage.
on. B's gonna cast cutting
Yeah.
words
Oh.
on
Okay,
that
go
last
for it.
one. So as a reaction, when a creature that you can see within 60 feet makes an attack roll, ability check, or damage roll, is that I guess saving throw wouldn't count, eh?
No.
Nope, never mind. I take it back. B's just gonna spew profanities, but it does nothing.
So they all take half damage anyway, which will be 4 for each of them. And the
4.
cloud is still around, and every turn I can make lightning kind of shoot down on my turns. So I'll
Okay.
keep it about.
Okay. Concentration situation,
I
someone might
assume.
say.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is concentration. 10 minutes.
Okay.
Wow.
It's pretty solid. Good spell.
So the group is a little shocked, but definitely not electrocuted. So you will be facing 3 annoyed leather-clad fighters soon enough. But it is in fact Group A, of which one of the triad has already fallen to Ironjaw's rapier. So they close in first. They will attack. How many of you are there? 5? 4? PCs? 5 of you?
1,
Think
2.
so.
Yeah, we're 5. Yeah.
So they're going to attack Cass. They're going to rocket because you are the 5th
Rude.
person on the screen. So the first guy attacks a rocket. He swings with a rapier. So this will be against your AC, please. If I can type.
The 5.
Sorry.
The 5. Oof.
In there.
Oof.
The 17.
Oof. That'll hit.
I will cutting words that
Okay.
because I can do that.
He was prepping the insult.
She was just waiting. So I can use a bardic inspiration, roll the die, and
Okay.
subtract the number from the creature's roll.
Go for it.
And I believe it's a D10 now.
Ooh, you see bard. D10.
1d10. That drops it to a 13.
Miss.
Hey!
Perfect. So, as he is about to slice into poor rock, Beatrice exclaims, "Something? Catching
Oh.
me?"
Sorry, it was a D8. Let me see. I lied.
Psych.
Whatever.
Okay,
Keep the
yes.
4. Keep the 4. I like a miss.
Okay, cool.
But do your cutting. What do you say to throw off the attack to get the attack away?
Oh, I think your shoelaces are tied.
Okay.
How dare you? I have
So-
always immaculately kept my shoelaces tied.
Like, I'm not even wearing shoes. These are boots.
These are
But it
Velcro.
does detract enough to make a miss. However, the one rapier misses, and he comes back with the other rapier against the same poor little gnome here.
Yeah, Griffith.
Still very distracted about the shoelaces and his concern over keeping his for his own feet. So total miss. So the next one will attack. Hopefully not poor Rocket, who's gotten beaten enough. Will actually go for Ironjaw. So the slayer of their triad member. So this is a rapier attack on AC.
Okay.
So did it work? Did
Yep.
it roll?
You rolled a 1. That's a
Oh
miss.
shit! Huge miss. You're ready for it. And the second rapier comes in, hoping to be more successful than the last one. 19.
That one is a hit.
Probably, yeah. A good one.
I'm playing with a
slice of
soundboard and adding the sounds in, but I don't know what they sound like before.
Think about the murder.
Yeah.
Roll 1d8. 2. So 4 slashing damage to you,
Alrighty.
John.
I am going to use my uncanny dodge and have the damage done to me with my
Ooh.
reaction.
Okay.
Take 2.
That's uncanny.
So as it's about to pierce, you spark out of the way
Leap out
and
of the way.
it barely clips you. Yeah. When it almost clips you, you see the sword is etched with runes that glow red. So it hits you, but then nothing happens. The runes sort of fade away, and the face of of your attacker seems confused and annoyed. So that is Group A. So we will now move to Rocket. Poor Rocket.
That
who
was Group
narrowly
C,
avoided.
I think,
Oh.
wasn't it?
No, I think it was.
Oh
it
no,
was
no, you're
whichever-
right. Sorry, my bad. Yep.
That's okay. So Rockets. There are two more groups, so 6 who still have to go, and then there's the group of 2 who just went. So you can pick your targets.
Which ones did Minos attack?
Minus attacks, I just said Group B, and
Okay.
4 electric damage to each of them, I think.
So, it's so funny. So after Minos like summons all the clouds, Rocket's gonna be extremely annoyed because out of her bag she's gonna pull out a something that has like a giant mirror on it with like 3 magnifying glasses. But now that the sun is gone, she's gonna have to like add more magnifying glasses, like light a lighter or something, and she'll cast Scorching Ray. And I'll attack the same 3 that Miles attacked.
Sound effects.
So it'll be 4 damage on the 3 of them each on 22 to hit.
So you have to technically make an attack, like 3 attacks.
Oh, do I have to make 3?
Yeah,
Okay.
you get 3 attack rolls and 3 damage rolls.
I think Tim's frozen.
Because I use one of my
You just
spell
have to get-
slots.
Yeah, you could just roll the d20 plus 7.
Yeah, D20
Nice
plus
screen
7.
for me to be frozen on.
Sorry, I froze. I missed.
We beat them.
Oh, they're all dead.
Rocket is very powerful.
Yeah.
So what did you
Rocket's
need?
still
from me,
rolling
Rocket?
his attacks. Or her attacks, I guess.
Yep.
Perfect. So it's just on AC, is that it?
Ooh.
Yep.
Yeah. One's 22, one is 10, and one's a crit.
So 10 is a miss, but the other 2 are hits.
So for the 22 that hit, that person will take 4 fire damage, and Rocket, you have to roll 4d6 to see how much the one who critted on will take. Nice.
14.
14.
14? So that one is very critically injured. It looks like one more solid hit and that one will go down.
Cool.
Anything else from you, Rocket?
She'll look annoyed one more time towards Minos and then defer.
Yeah, I
Sure.
know this
So-
challenge, right, Rocket?
Beatrice, you're going to finish up the group. So just as a reminder, there are 2 in Group A, 3 in Group B, but 1 is clinging to life with fingernails, and then 3 full health in the last group.
Okay. And the parties aren't intertwined with the groups yet, right?
They're engaged somewhat. Like those who have been doing melee attacks certainly are.
Okay.
We're engaged with Group A. Groups B and C should be clear.
B is gonna be like, "Oh, everyone, look over there!" And then she'll, out of her pocket, she'll take a. What does she need for this spell? She lights this like stick of incense and just throws it in the air, and it just pops and explodes into this like swirling pattern of colors. And she's gonna
pattern of colors.
She's going to cast Hypnotic Pattern.
Ooh.
So everyone needs to make a Wisdom saving throw. Can I do it so that only the enemies are affected?
What's its range? I could say that you could do the 2 groups who haven't gone yet.
The range is 120 feet, and the area is 30 feet. It's a 30 feet cube.
Yeah, let's say that you can do the 2 groups, like not Group A, that's close, as Matt said, but the other 2 groups you kind of like plop up behind them, and then they you could get those potentially those 6.
Sure.
Okay. So let me just look up. You're looking for a wisdom save.
Wisdom save throw. It's a sucker save for you.
They are not trained in wisdom, so. Oh, can I just roll like 5 d20s or something? Or 6?
Yeah, you
d20s?
can. Yeah. mhm.
Plus whatever modifier.
Yeah, there's no modifier for them.
Oh, even easier.
Excellent.
But apparently I roll like an asshole. So, what did they need?
15.
You got 2 at least, I think.
2, yeah.
Yeah, 15 is the save.
Aw.
No,
Well,
Okay. Roll like
The
that
two
on
of
the
them-
saves and roll 1s on the attacks, and we're fine.
Yeah.
exactly.
what's the effect of the ones you hit?
So they stop. They stop moving,
Okay.
and they are incapacitated and a speed of 0. They are charmed, and if the spell ends, if the affected creature takes any damage, or if someone uses an action to wake or shake the creature out of its stupor. So as a bonus action, he is going to give, hey Peter, let's see how this new axe goes. I think it looks great. I think you're going to do awesome. And just give her like give him a pat on the shoulder, and then promptly step behind everyone else.
Nice. So,
So she'll give a bardic inspiration away.
So Peter, you have a bardic inspiration then? So because there are 2 that are incapacitated, right? That's essentially it. Like they don't attack.
Mhm.
Correct.
Mhm,
Perfect.
mhm.
You can pick
So-
whichever ones.
So from Group B, there'll be 2 attackers then. So one is the poor little electrified guy. He will run up and attack. He is going to attack Minos.
Oh, dear.
So this is on AC?
It's a hit.
Okay. 1d. 8. Let's check. Whoa.
Oof.
Yeah, sorry. So again, you'll notice the blade cuts deeply into Minos's arm. The runes glow and actually flare bright enough that everyone can see them. And some of the burn marks on this attacker vanish.
Oh, really hurts. So I rolled a con save because technically I had to do concentration on my spell, but I passed it, so my spell still is active.
Cool. Now, in place of his second rapier attack, he's going to drop his second rapier and try and grab you. And a grapple is just like a strength check, right? I believe.
Yeah.
Athletics, and I
I
get to
think
choose
that's- Yeah,
athletics or acrobatics to try to resist.
Oh, it's athletics or acrobatics. That makes a lot more sense.
You
given
only
their-
roll athletics to grab. I roll either
Perfect.
athletics or acrobatics to
Okay.
get out. Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes a lot more sense with how they're built. So this guy is going to, having cut you, now tries to grab you. Oh, shit.
Probably succeeds.
Okay.
Yep.
So you're grappling. So he is now grappling you. Your poor injured arm, you weren't able to fight him off, so he's got you in a pretty firm grip.
Oh, oh, he got me. Oh, I can't move.
Okay. The next one is going to attack. Oh, Minos again. So seeing that his friend has you at a disadvantage per se, he is going to try and pierce you as well with a rapier attack. 14.
It's a hit.
Okay. Four. Is that? Oh.
Minus is really concentrating hard on that cloud.
Yeah. Okay, so
Ooh.
5 slicing damage.
Yeah.
And this one was this is the very injured guy. He appears to be less injured than he was before.
Oh.
Again, you notice
Very
the
hurt.
flaring of the runes as they cut into your flesh. Because you are grappled, he will bite you.
Oh. What?
So you see fangs come down from his mouth as the other guy's holding you, and he plunges his face towards your wounded arm, which is seeping blood.
Oh,
So
What is up with you and biting?
this is unsanitary.
It is kind of insanity.
It's a myth.
On AC. So he tries to bite you, but you're able to shift your shoulder, and his fangs glance harmlessly off your armor.
Vampire! Vampire! They're vampires!
Bring back the sun.
That sounds like a problem for you.
So the next one, so this is the third group of unharmed individuals. I'm figuring out a way to do this faster. So there is an attack on 2 attacks on Ironjaw, and
One of
One
them's
of them's incapacitated.
Yeah, one's incapacitated.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. Yes. So we will say we'll drop the last one. So 1 attack on Ironjaw, 1 attack on Rocket. Ironjaw, both of these are going to be rapier attacks.
Okay.
For reasons that are probably becoming obvious to you. So one was a something and one was... Did that?
So
I don't think that
the roll of
worked.
a 19 will hit. Like if
Okay.
that's 2 attacks, right? A 14 misses and a 20 whatever.
Yeah, okay, perfect. That's what I wanted. Thank you. So a rapier attack that hit does this. Oh, shit.
Should have saved the dodge.
And then the last attack is on poor Rocket here with a rapier.
Ooh, that'll hit.
I believe it's a hit. So 3 damage.
No!
And this one is going to try and grab you as well. So drops a rapier and tries to grab you.
So what do I have to do, sorry?
Athletics
die.
or
Athletics,
acrobatics, whichever is higher.
Okay. Ooh, sounds fun.
So you got a 14 athletics to try and grab you. So you are able to simply dodge when he snatches for you. You go right under his arm. Well done. So that resets the initiative order. So Ironjaw, you are up.
Alright, I will not be moving, so I'm going to use my bonus action to take aim on one of the ones around me, and I am going to attack it with my magic rapier. So 25 on AC for 14 damage.
Perfect. So this one appears to have been very solidly hit. One more hit like that, and he would go down for sure.
Okay. You can't use your move action to turn into a bonus action, can you, anymore? That's a 4th edition thing.
Correct.
Yeah, okay. In that case, I am going to hang out, because I have a bunch of people around me.
You don't get 2 attacks. I'm surprised.
I do not.
Wow,
Rogues don't.
okay.
You sneak attack instead.
Ah. It is kind of like 2 attacks, I guess.
Yeah, it adds a lot of damage. So.
Okay. So that brings us to Peter. Peter, what would you like to do?
First, my bonus action. Sadly, I don't have any clever way of doing this. Yeah, I was trying to think of a clever sentence so I can come up with one. But I'm going to compel the one grappling Minos to come duel me instead. And I'll say something like, yeah, I really couldn't come up with a clever one. Like, hey, you suck. Come here, taste this axe. So he has to do a saving throw, a wisdom saving throw of 14.
Okay.
Poof, poof. Come on, you got this.
Yeah.
He releases Minos.
Yay!
Okay.
And we'll head over to you.
Opportunity attack.
So just to be clear about the way the spell works, is he's not forced to come, because this wasn't my command, this was my compelled duel. He's just on disadvantage for any attack roll that's not against me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and if he tries to move away from me, he has to do another saving throw. Hold on. On a failed save, the creature is drawn to you, compelled by your divine command. For the duration, it has disadvantage on attack rolls against creatures other than you. and then it must make a wisdom saving throw every time it attempts to move away from me.
Okay.
Oh, you have it there.
I still like the idea that he feels so compelled he drops Minos, and
I
you
like
now
that
have his
idea
full
too.
attention.
Yay!
Perfect. And then I'll look in the eyes and be like, "This is what is in store for you," and I'll attack the weaker guy. And if
The
this doesn't work,
spell,
I'm
the spell
gonna
does
embarrass it.
end if you attack something else.
Oh, does it?
No.
It's a duel.
All right, I attack it. Then I attack him.
Awesome. Go for it.
Thanks for catching that, Matt.
Or if any of the rest of us attacks your target.
So that's a
Ooh.
Nice.
20. That's actually a 20.
Yeah, that's a hit for sure.
12 damage.
12.
12?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So again, you're looking at being very close to dispatching this one. Another good hit to do it.
I will. So I actually get another attack.
Okay.
So what I will do when I had that melee attack, I will expend a spell slot, and I will. What's it called again? Give me a divine smite him
Sure.
for 2d8 radiant damage.
Which does bonus damage against undead. If it's undead. It
Yeah.
will do an extra d8 damage if it's an undead creature.
Okay.
Oh,
It
which
takes,
So roll it just in case it is an
So
undead
should,
creature.
should it so happen
Sure.
to be...
Yeah. So
Okay.
if it's undead, it'll take 11. If it's not, it'll take 9.
okay, perfect. So it is barely alive.
Okay. I'll use my second attack on him.
Okay.
5th level paladin can do things. I mean, 5th level mailman can do things.
Oh, he dead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
super.
11.
I like that
Okay.
you compelled him into a duel and then just like murdered him immediately.
I didn't realize at the time that
She wins the
I
duel,
couldn't
okay?
attack someone else.
He won the duel very handily. So
In hindsight, I should have attacked another person, then compelled him to a duel. But next time, well, no.
fair enough. Well done. So another one bites the dust. So you're now facing 2, 4, 6, 7, but 2 are incapacitated. So kind of 5 active combatants, if you will. Which brings us to Minos. Keep changing how I pronounce his name. HP updated. Is that your HP isn't updating? Is that normal or?
Yeah, I have it on my D&D Beyond sheet, not in the
Oh, okay.
Discord.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
so
that's
I'm
fine. I
at
was just
28 of 43 currently.
Plenty of helpful.
Minos
you'll
would
recall-
like to call down lightning once again on probably the most that he can get in a 5-foot radius.
Okay, so I will give this. So there's a very injured enemy that was trying to feed on you and failed.
Yeah.
So he's still very injured. Next to him is one that is hypnotized. But in group C, there are 2 that aren't hypnotized. So you could get 3 if you want to avoid the hypnotized people.
I think Minos is a little bit spooked at taking the damage, so he'll focus on the one that's most injured next to him, which would also potentially strike the hypnotized one.
Okay.
So both of those 2 need to give me a dexterity saving
sorry.
throw.
That's a me thing. Which is there? I think it's 4. Why are you seeing people punching each other? Roll 1d. 20 plus 4. So this is save from the hypnotized guy.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be 0 because he's incapacitated?
Oh, that's
It says-
true.
It just says he can't take actions or reactions, which is weird.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. I would say it auto hits the hypnotized guy. Yeah, of course, the other guy saves.
Okay, so the one who saved takes 5 damage, and the hypnotized guy takes 11 damage.
Right. So they're both almost at equivalent health and very, very injured. So one hit to either of them will finish them off.
Okay, unfortunately, that's my action, and I don't have any other actions that I can do.
Okay.
I'm done.
Which brings us to the two remaining in Group A. So.
Oh wait, sorry.
Whoop.
Oh no, sorry. No, you're good.
Are you sure?
I thought there was something more I could do, but that's only if I take an action to do something else first.
Okay. So that's going to be an attack on B and an attack on Ironjaw.
Unacceptable. How rude.
Acceptable. B.
9 on AC is a miss.
Okay. I'm gonna try again. That looked better. So B 10 damage.
Ooh.
10 to B?
And
What are
that
you?
one seems to heal a little. Still, one good hit might be able to bring him down, but definitely heals a little. Again, flaring runes on the dagger. This is on
So-
iron.
So someone hit B?
Yes.
Okay, I have a reaction.
Okay, sorry. Proceed.
Oh, you want me to go first, or do you want to do Ironjaw first?
No, do your action now.
You're like, how dare you? I said, look over there. And as she points her finger, there's almost an overcast of shadows around her eyes. Her eyes kind of go black. And she casts Hellish Rebuke.
Nice.
Ooh.
Is there a save for this? Like a dex or something? Or
I
no?
think so.
Yeah, so they make a dex save?
Unfortunately, they're good at those ones, but...
For sure.
Oh no, it's a tie! God damn it.
So half
Save,
damage.
so half damage.
Perfect. And half is 3?
Half
Yeah.
of 7 is 3.
Well, that undid the healing that he got for sure.
There's the plus.
He's not better off than when he started, so that's good.
That's right, bitch. Don't come for me.
And now on Ironjaw.
Okay.
This is a... there'll be 2 rapier attacks.
Yep.
For reasons that are probably obvious.
Neither of those will hit.
Perfect, so
Wow.
swiping at the rapiers,
AC 17.
dodging effectively, they glance off your armor harmlessly, which brings us to Rocket. Save us, Rocket.
So question, just because I can't really visualize kind of where everyone is.
Yep.
So if I were to do something that had like a 15-foot radius or a 15-foot cube out from me, how many of them could I be able to get? Without like obviously hitting anyone in our party.
Sure. I would say that you can hit... I'll do it by groups. You can either hit group A, B, or C. Group C is 3 fully health opponents, but with
Not
one hit size.
Nope.
Group B, 2 below half health, like very injured. Group A, 1 full, 1 half health.
Okay, I'll go after B then.
Sure.
B is in group B, not friend B.
I mean, we'll decide. We can change. Never mind. That's a good idea. You might be able to wipe them out, and then they don't get a turn.
Perfect. So I will like self-destruct my stupid little thing because it's just not working because there's no sun. So I will cast Thunder Wave. So after it kind of like reverberates, so like the sound will go after them. Sure, why not? We'll go with it. Would be a con save.
Con save.
Oh, sorry. I also want to do this at level 2. So I add a D8, I guess.
Tim has left the building.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. I do... I can get rid of...
Yay! He's done it.
Well, that was exciting. Okay, so you're aiming, con save, blah, blah. So one failed for sure.
Sweet. Yeah, and sorry, and just so you know, I was doing it at level 2, so I was added in another D8.
Sure.
So the total damage is 15
Ooh.
Yep.
on a fail.
Yeah, so that guy is obliterated. You hit him with the sound, and he crumples to the ground.
Amazing.
The other one will take half.
Yeah, the other one takes half damage.
Okay,
And
so
it's pushed back.
Damage.
that one is barely alive. He's crashed to his knees, prone on the ground. Doesn't look like he's in a position to put up much of a fight, but I will leave you to decide whether that is sufficient for your purposes.
Right, I'm good.
Perfect. Which brings us to... So, you have one guy still hypnotized. The other one is dead.
But the ultimate hypnosis.
Yeah. There's, so Group A, half health, full health. Group C, 3 full health, but 1 is hypnotized. And Group B is like the prone dude who looks like he's pretty much dying on the ground.
So A is a full and a half. Okay. Okay. When these guys fall, do they just drop their weapons?
Yeah.
And when the weapons are on the ground, are the runes lit up?
No.
No.
The
Okay.
runes seem to light up when they pierce flesh,
Okay.
not metal.
I assume there's one near B.
Sure.
There's the one that's like prone-ish, and she'd be like, "Oh, you forgot this," and like just pick up the one on the ground and jab it into him.
So that's a coup de
Oh my
grace, if you like.
gosh.
If you're
So, like,
attacking the front one, it'd be a coup de grace. So you still roll to hit, I think, but you have advantage.
Yeah, you have advantage, and if you hit, you crit.
Yeah, you won't need that, but sure.
That's 16.
Yep. So you finish him off for sure. If you hit, but he's toast.
Good job, B.
Cool. So she kind of leaves it in there. She sees if any of the runes light up, but she doesn't really pay enough attention. She just like erupts in this like gleeful like, I knew it! I knew I could do it! I'm so excited! I didn't know I could do that!
You heal 2 hit points.
Oh.
So when you
Ouch.
stab him, the runes light up, and you heal 2.
Ooh, she'll be like, ooh, I'm keeping this. I like this. And then she'll be like, who would be around B at this point?
When like an opponent or an ally,
Friend, ally.
you can take your pick. You're
Okay.
pretty pumped up. Yeah.
We will go with Minos here. We go, Minos. I love the lightning. It's do it again. Do it again. You're doing such a great job.
Yeah, okay.
And-
Thanks, B.
And you can take my. I don't think it's my last one, but you can take another bardic inspiration there. Because you haven't got one yet.
Yay.
And then B will just walk away and hide behind someone else again, if possible, assuming there's no opportunity attack.
Yeah, sure. So Group B is gone, defeated. So Group C goes. 1 remains hypnotized. Do they roll a save or something, or?
End of their
No.
turn, probably, right?
They can be woken up if someone else uses their
Okay.
action to wake them up, or if they take any damage.
There's only the one.
So one guy will use his action to wake up his obviously not clued in friends, having noticed that they are rapidly dwindling in number. So that means there will only be 1 attack from this group, which will be on Peter, finally. A worthy opponent. So this will be a rapier attack, Peter.
He's taking over the duel.
See.
Is that successful?
If it's
Sorry.
the same as I see it is, right?
Yeah.
It's a hit.
Okay.
Yes.
So 7 damage. Doesn't heal because at full health. We'll drop a rapier and try and grab you.
So, Peter, you have to give either an athletics or acrobatics check.
Or you could just give in.
Technically, you could just.
Oh my
give in.
god! I guess I'm rolling so much the crits are inevitable, but
Mhm.
fuck.
Mm-hmm.
We had tons of crits in Matt's adventure too.
Yeah.
Against you or by you? Oh no! It was so close! Wait, do you have a bardic inspiration?
Oh, you're muted, Jen.
In Discord.
You're still muted, Jen.
Did it not work? What happened?
Yes, I have Bardic Inspiration. I'm rolling it now.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
So it's a miss or a failure. So he tries to bear hug you, but you are stronger and you bust his arms open. So we now go to Ironjaw.
All right. I still have at least one around me, right?
Yes.
And the
So
one I was attacking. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a half health and a full health dude. So
Perfect. So the half health one. Once again, I'm gonna take my bonus action to line up my strike and then swing with advantage. 21 on AC.
yeah,
Ooh.
easily.
15 damage.
He's down.
Hey,
Solid damage, rogue.
that's
Yeah.
two.
Yeah, dropping 2. Well done. Anything else from you?
Nope, that's it. I
Perfect.
point my
So-
sword at the last one.
Yeah. Group A is just down to 1 full health guy, and Group C has 3 full health. Just to situate everyone as to how you're doing, which is very well. Peter, you're up. You are injured but not grabbed. What would you like to do?
The guy who tried to grab me is just still right in front of me, right?
100%, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna extend my arms, like, try again, buddy. Try again. And then I'm gonna whack it with the axe as he comes closer. Alright. Versus.
No, but is it not +1 from your...
Oh, it is
It is.
one, yes.
That's a hit.
And then I'm going to be like, no, okay, this time. And then I'll attack him again.
Okay,
It is also +1 to damage, so 5 damage.
well, 5 damage.
Magical damage.
Magic.
Okay, this time it does. He fell for it the first time, not this time.
Not the second. Still, you did some damage, so they're not all at full health now. So that's something at least. We'll push to Minos now. God damn it, Minos.
Okay, I will electric bolt group C, I guess.
Perfect. Yeah, because
So-
no one's hypnotized, so as well go for all 3.
Yeah, that's right. So 3 dexterity saving throws.
3 at 20. Oh, I'll just roll 3d20 and then we'll add 4
Yeah,
to
yeah,
each. Does
mhm.
that make sense?
Mhm.
Okay.
So
God
they'll
damn
all
it.
pass, but they'll each take 8 lightning damage anyway for half damage.
Okay. So one of them, the one that Jen or Peter got into, I believe, is half health. And the others injured. It's a start. So the remaining Group A dude is at full health. 1, 3. Can someone call even or odd for me?
Odd.
Even.
Okay, so he flees from the battle, having seen the rest of his triad run around.
Ooh,
Nice.
opportunity attack.
Yeah, if you'd like to take an off attack, you can.
Actually, I don't get my sneak attack on him though, so it's just 7 damage.
Okay, so he does take. You clip him as he runs away, for 7 damage, but he was a full health, so
Yeah.
it's not enough to bring him down. If you want to pursue, that'll be up to you. You can follow the trail of blood, but he is running away.
Okay.
Which brings us to Rocket, I believe.
Seeing Minos lightning bolt his last group, I'd like to attack the guy who's injured in the last group.
The most injured one. Seems pretty
yes.
crispy.
Yeah, the crispy one. So I'll just kick away my instrument that now like blew up, and then take out my old faithful pluck and shoot him.
Do it. I can't see what happened.
Ooh, does 8 hit?
Unfortunately, no.
However, I will use the luck on my pistol to reroll my attack roll.
Go for
Does that also reroll the damage, or just the entire thing?
Just the attack.
Sure.
You technically wouldn't have rolled the damage until you successfully hit.
Yeah,
Okay.
that makes sense.
Sound good? So I'll just do this again. Attempt number 2. 22 to hit.
That is definitely a hit.
And it'll be 5 magical piercing.
Okay, perfect. So, one more hit, he'll go down. But it will have to be more than 5 damage, I think.
Ugh,
Which
for me.
brings us to B, I believe. So B, the only group remaining, unless you choose to pursue the fleeing guy, is Group C. They've all been toasted by lightning, but one is very critically injured that got shot, I believe, just now by rocket.
Hacked at by Peter too.
How far
that's
is the guy
good,
that's
yeah.
running away?
Sorry?
How far is the guy that's running away?
He would have used his speed twice, so about 60 feet.
Okay. Can I get him? Get him. Range is 60 feet. B is gonna yell out over the group. She'll just be prattling on and be like, "You get back here! You are not done with you! Return! Damn it!" And
Okay.
she's gonna cast command. So you need to make a
Oh.
wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
So that will fail.
Okay.
So on the next turn, he needs to follow this. I'm using the approach. So the target moves towards you by the shortest and most direct route, ending its turn if it moves within 5 feet of you.
Okay, perfect. So basically, he'll reverse his 60 feet in and wind up where he started, next Iron Jaw.
Exactly. And then who's looking the most hurt right now?
Amongst enemies or friends?
Friends.
I'll
I have
let you
3
read them.
damage.
Probably Minos.
I'm down 15 HP.
Okay.
Nothing. A flesh.
There's no damage. B's gonna send a little whisper that only Minos can hear. Just whisper, little sweet nothing. And then
Who's the
cast a second level healing word. How do I set second level? Do I just put level 2 or?
I think it's -L space 2.
That looks about right.
Ooh.
Look at that.
And then
Using the Discord commands.
Almost
I'm
as refreshing
trying.
as
I
the juice
appreciate it.
box, Beatrice. Thank you.
isn't it though? You're great. Keep going. Let's finish this test. And then be able to hide behind someone else again.
Perfect. Which brings us to Group C, of which there are 3, 1 barely standing. So there will be an attack on Minos, an attack on... Who's this person here? Oh, Rocket. Rocket, Minos, Peter. So we'll start with Rocket. So the very injured guy is going to try to take it out on Rocket. He is so injured, though, he's going to try to grapple you. He dropped both his rapiers and is just going to try and grab you. With
So
a 13.
acrobatics or
Oh, right, I need
athletics. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so
And
he
I
failed. He's
Tumble out of
gonna,
the way.
he's going to try to grab you again.
Oh,
Ugh.
Oh dear.
keep tumbling.
And I
Yes.
keep tumbling!
So you're able to keep... He's grabbing for you, and you're just dodging and weaving out of the way. So not very effectual choices that he's making, but he has his reasons. So now there'll be a rapier attack on Minos.
Oh,
Might
that
be-
hurt.
Dodge it! Roll!
I believe that's a hit, right?
It is, yeah.
No, it's not, because Bee's gonna use her last reaction.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Bee's
Ignore
gonna
the
use her
death.
last reaction to do cutting. Or hold on, what was it again? Cutting words.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just a 1d8. That's minus. So it's only actually an 8 to hit.
Oh yeah, that's a miss.
Solid.
Ooh,
Perfect.
you're my guardian angel, B.
So
No, you're mine.
he will swing again with the
shucks.
rapier.
Yeah, it's a hit.
I might have stopped 4 damage, but wait, why not take 6?
And he will heal a tiny bit from that.
I keep my
And the
cloud.
last,
Hey,
Just-
just
that
barely.
is a very heavy cloud.
barely.
And I believe the last one was on Peter. So Peter, this is a rapier attack.
Does not hit.
I think that's a fail. So this is a rapier attack. That didn't work. I will try again.
Dash R. Or exclamation point R.
That
Oh,
one
yes.
hits.
And this one will heal a little bit as well.
Might also try to distract it like Beatrice, be like, "Oh, your shoes are untied." Mm.
But he's too focused from that sword to
Dang.
pay attention. So, Ironjaw, you have no one around you right now. 3.
Ironjaw is going to delay his turn and lie in wait patiently.
Oh, okay. So
He can see
Peter,
what's about to happen.
Peter, you're up. There are 2 injured guys, but they need a couple hits to go down, or one guy who's very, very injured.
To me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Attack balance. Correct. Oh, nope.
Yeet.
13.
No, unfortunately.
Try it again.
The person won't succeed.
Battle line.
Ooh, nice.
That's better.
That is much better.
So 6 damage.
He is barely alive, but unfortunately, you need one more hit to bring him down.
Well, wouldn't you know? Radiant damage!
Oh yes, might.
I don't really know if that would, like, you told me before that he was barely alive before I said radiant damage, so I probably should have said smite before I said won't do it.
No?
I was
Okay.
only saying smite because you told me he was barely alive, so that's absolutely metagaming.
Okay. Fair enough. I leave that to your discretion. So, Minos, what would you like to do? There is one guy who is... So, he is like the prone guy, basically. Like, fallen prone on the ground, lying, helpless. And then
like-
2 semi-injured dudes.
I would
And
like
the
to
guy
call
running
lightning.
I think he runs... Oh. He's running back on his turn, though, so...
Which is after Minos.
Yeah, he will be running back after.
I would like to lightning call again. I'm focused on it. I've actually kept this cloud in the sky, so let's get another lightning bolt out.
So that's Dex, eh?
Dex, yeah.
So unfortunately they are Dexy, as you've noticed. So we're adding 4 to these. Oh my god.
So the middle one will fail.
Okay.
Meaning 8 damage to the one who failed, 4 damage to the ones who succeeded.
So 1 goes down, the one who is prone
Yes.
is done.
Nice.
He is electrocuted to death. 1 took 9, you said?
8.
Oh, 8, sorry.
Yeah. And the other
So
one took 4.
it looked- And then 1 took 4. So they're pretty injured. They're around half health, those 2.
Who's part of the challenge, though? Mino says as like the crispy body's like right in front of him.
Nothing to see here.
So if that's all from you,
It is, yeah.
Group A goes, and it's just the one guy who is forced against his will, and you can see him fighting it on his face, but he walks back to Ironjaw. And I think you delayed Ironjaw?
Yes, until
Oh.
this point.
Yay!
You take your turn.
Yeah, nothing personal, kid. But
So 16 damage
Yep.
is enough to finish him off.
Hey, I got a whole group by myself.
By yourself.
Poor guy.
There was a little bit of an assist. I would have had to run after him otherwise.
So he crumbles to the ground and brings us to Rocket. Rocket, there are 2 remaining. Both have taken pretty solid hits.
Perfect. I'll attack the one. After my pistol didn't do the trick, I also throw that to the ground, shift into my bird bag a bit more. Full crossbow, and I attack with that.
Do it.
Ooh. 10 to hit.
Unfortunately, not successful with the
He tosses it away in disdain.
Tosses that as well.
You're getting kind of a pile next to you of.
Oh, I got more in my bag. Don't worry.
Is there anything else for you?
That's all I can do, unfortunately.
Okay, so B. There are 2 remaining.
Excellent. They're both roughly half.
One is definitely half. One is slightly above, one slightly below half.
Whichever one looks slightly better, B is going to whisper in a way that they can hear, and it'll be like,
Age whisper.
what's she gonna whisper? It's time to talk to you about your car's extended credit.
What's a car?
What's a car? So she is going to be casting Dissonant Whispers.
Ooh. Does that
Yeah.
require anything from me?
It does, but I keep cast summoned.
A
It's a
wisdom.
wisdom saving throw.
Okay, so they're not the wisest of folk, so it doesn't matter when I roll well. Oh, but he fails, I think.
does
eh?
fail,
That's
yeah.
below.
DC
Oh
15.
my God.
That is a fail.
Okay, so what happened? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
So it is 3d6, so they take 14 psychic damage, and if they're still alive, they have to use their reaction to immediately run as far away as their speed allows, usually giving an opportunity attack for someone else.
Okay, perfect. So barely, actually, this one will crumple to the ground, but he will try to crawl away before he crumples. So I will allow an opportunity attack from Ironjaw. I think you were busy, sort of.
Yes, I was elsewhere.
So, but Peter and Minos and Rocket, feel free.
Oh, we each get one? Nice.
Sure, yeah, if you'd like. I won't.
Doing attack?
I'm not currently holding a weapon, so I'll be unarmed strike.
Okay, but you'll have advantage because he's crumpled on the ground.
Ooh, nice.
I'm gonna join minus for an unarmed strike.
Go for it. So the unarmed strike almost finished him off.
Oh, come on.
You're
Not
like
attached.
beating this poor.
I was gonna say, Rocket, you don't do any damage.
You're just
Wait,
down
what
there
did you do,
slapping him.
He has a negative strength mod. The arm strength is 1 minus 1.
Peter, it's up to you. Put him out of his misery.
I thought it
Tim,
did
you
at
may
least
have
one
missed that
damage.
Jen got 16 on her.
Oh, sorry, I did miss that.
So I think
Okay.
Rocket now
Can
is
I-
probably just like slapping a dead body.
No, I finished him off.
Can I describe how the scene that this reminds me of? So I rolled first and got 8 damage, which I feel like would have killed him.
Yes, I
And I
did.
feel like Minos and Rocket both came in, and it's that Gimli scene where it's like, that's because my axe is in his head!
Yeah, we helped, Peter.
That's 100%. Sorry, I missed Jen. So Peter definitely killed him, and the other two beat a dead horse. So fair enough. And that, I believe, was from B. So B, is there anything else?
No, B is going to just hide away.
Okay, so there is, I believe, one left from Group C at half health. Do you want to call it even or odd? Somebody? Whoever's first?
Odd.
Even this time.
Even
Neither.
this time.
Yay!
You got even, so we will flee.
This is the
Is
last
there
one.
a limit? Yeah. Is there a limit to up attacks? Are they reactions, or you?
They
can...
are reactions, yeah.
I think the reactions.
Okay, so no up attacks for this guy, but he is running 60 feet away.
Still under my
Which
cloud, though.
Which brings us to Iron Jaw.
Okay. I can
Get
go
'em.
60 feet, so I could use my bonus action as a thief to dash,
Yeah.
and then move to go another 30, and I can stab him.
Okay, proceed.
Stab, stab, stab.
Do I have to do the +1? Alright. I don't usually do a normal attack. Roll the 1.
Oh no.
It's okay.
So,
I've caught up to him.
Get there, but you were so concerned with getting there in time that not able to land the attack.
Yep, that's okay.
Which brings us to Peter, I believe. Having just slain one of the remaining...
Marcy for me? How far is he?
Oh, sorry, he's 60 feet away.
What
If
is
he
my
used his whole move. Double move or dash or whatever.
Does not say on my D&D Beyond page what the range on this... yeah, boomerang. 60 feet. Well,
You can boomerang!
Well, that's convenient.
haven't used him in a while. Boomerang! I think that's how you spell that. Oh, yeah, you could tell I haven't used him in a while.
A little rush
Rusty.
to the boomerang, it comes back. Would you like to try throwing it again?
It does return to sender. Yeah, let's do it.
It definitely just has a sticker saying "Return to Sender" on it, doesn't it?
It does.
Crit!
Oh yeah.
For sure.
I just needed to warm up a bit.
So is it... Do I take the 7 or is there more damage than the 7?
That's the crit damage.
Right?
That's
Okay,
2d4 plus 2.
I'm not trying to be shady, I wasn't sure if it kept.
Boomerang does not hit for much.
Okay. Well, it's a solid hit. One more boomerang hit like that, he would be done. But I think you're probably out of boomerang hits.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay, Minos.
Lightning!
One good
Lightning bolt. One last time.
Yeah, one last lightning strike from this giant cloud that Minos has focused on this whole fight.
Oh
He
no!
saves. But he takes half damage anyway.
Roll high, roll high.
Oh, he takes
That's pretty high.
11 lightning damage.
That is more than enough.
Oh,
Yeah.
So congratulations, you have finished off all of
Nope.
your assailants.
When Miles does that, I cast Catapult and it kills him instead. 0 damage.
that's
That
zero
cut out,
damage.
and I'm sort of glad it did.
All my kills.
However, as the last enemy falls, all the bodies begin to convulse on the ground, their eyes pulsing unsteadily, randomly flaring bright red, the same red of the runes on the swords, and then going dull. And in one voice, as a chorus, they say, "He has feasted on the moon and sun. He'll soon swallow the dawn too. The Dark Lord rises." And then their bodies explode to dust.
Oh.
Good with Reynolds.
Quick, get rid of the cloud. Check on the sun. Make sure it's okay.
Okay, I don't want the sun to go away. Minos will clear away the call lightning spell.
The sun is still there.
Oh, the sun's still there. It's fine. They were just lying.
Could it perhaps be a metaphor? Who knows? Gotham claps his hands excitedly and says, most excellent indeed. Of course, you are only supposed to knock them unconscious or force them to surrender, not disintegrate them, but that's all right. I have to double check that their employment contract defines disintegration as an excluded pre-existing condition, so I don't have to pay their estates. I don't suppose you could tell me if it was a spiritual or just corporeal annihilation.
I could not
Pretty sure
tell
this
you
just
that, no.
does corporeal annihilation.
Well, and I must take my leave of you. I look forward to a progress report confirming your success in the near future. Good luck. And don't forget this. Of course, if you fail to return it, we will be recovering restitution from your estates. And he jams a device into your hands. The device consists of 2 palm-sized metal plates connected by a hinge and fixed shut with a twisting screw. I suggest you make haste before the watch arrives. Trial for 9 homicides. That amount of work. But the billable hours alone, and the publicity. The goblin is muttering to himself as he ambles quickly away, and the crowd is excitedly murmuring in the market and sort of closing back in over where the bodies used to be.
Did he not
So
give us the address? He said we had to come back with it. Where are we bringing it after we're done?
We'll say that on the card he gave you, there's an address for his law office.
Oh, okay.
Or
Also,
you
this
can
letter
ask
does not look
him
regulation.
for Twitter and Associates, LLC.
Yeah, is this the letter or is this the like signature verification device thing?
You would guess this is probably the notarized, the notarization device. He would also have handed you the letter.
Okay.
A scroll in a tube that is presumably the notice that needs to be delivered.
Do we have anyone that has identify? We do, right?
Yeah.
At some point, we should probably try to identify this and make sure this isn't some sort of murder apparatus, since this exact woman has been.
We can detect magic.
Who would send a bomb in the mail? That's
It seems
barbaric.
like you're a soul gem.
Bomb by courier, which is much less barbaric.
I also have delivered a bomb, but it wasn't lit. So.
It's different.
That seems fair. Yeah.
I can do that right now if you like.
I would say save it for next week in case Tim did not anticipate this.
No, you can. Well, sorry, you can do it now. You can do it next week. It's up to you. There's
Yeah,
one more sort of thing we'll do before we call it quits. I think I have 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Go to-
so I'll use Tim just so you know what it is. It's Wand of Improved Detect Magic. So I have 5 charges a day, and as the effect of it has the effects of Detect Magic, but with double the range and penetration, provides the identity of the spells cast in the area and the schools of magic associated with the spellcaster.
What was that about penetration?
We
It has
can talk
twice
later.
as much.
Yeah.
Twice as much. Yeah, so I've adapted that into like a series of like magnifying glasses I use on my eye, and that's how I detect magic on items.
Perfect. So which item or items would you like to use it on? Sorry, just to be clear.
Clear, if you exceeded all the charges, though, you cast Identify instead of Detect Magic.
Yeah, I can do that. So I'll beef it up to the highest magnification setting.
Yeah. And what are you doing it on? Sorry to be
It was
specific.
the letter you wanted, right, Jen?
No, not the letter. He gave us the device that is supposed
sorry.
to... The notary
not Kevin.
advice?
On the notary device?
Yep, and it detects what type of magic or a specific spell.
So if it is a magic item or some other magic imbued object, you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use and how many charges it has, if any. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are.
Perfect. So it's very thorough. This is a rather novel invention, and how it operates is you would slip a document, a piece of paper, between the metal plates once you unscrew them, and you would press it shut, and it will leave an embossed seal representing notarization. But there is also a conjuration associated with it, and an abjuration. So once the seal is applied, it cannot be removed or altered in any way. The whole document is frozen, including the seal, sort of like frozen in time almost. Not literally, but it can't be altered in any way. There's also a conjuration that summons an imp who will witness the act of notarization and can be called to testify to that effect under a compulsion, a magical compulsion. But that's the only thing the imp will do. He'll appear see that it is done and then vanish and can be recalled at any time to state that what he witnessed, basically.
Very cool. I also love how like this kind of works in like Rocket's like class, I guess.
Yes.
It's kind of mechanical, a little bit magical. Yeah.
Exactly. It's a fusion, a novel fusion of those elements, for sure. No death magic or anything associated around it. There are no soul gems or anything that you'd previously encountered that would make you concerned about this.
Of course, it's only the first session. There's so much left of that to discover.
So is there anything else you'd like to do in town, or do you intend to make the journey to Zorovia to complete the...
I think we want to head out. Post haste.
Hey.
Post haste. All right. So as you're about to shut the doors to your rooms at the boarding house where you've been staying in anticipation of your journey to Zorovia, a raven lands outside the room's window. It caws. Another lands, and another, and another, until there is a group or murder of ravens sitting on the windowsill, cawing louder and louder, and they begin to peck at the window, the tapping growing stronger and stronger.
Okay, I'm gonna
Peter,
open the
your bird's
window.
back.
Yeah.
Peter tears up a bit and he goes to them and like from inside his cloak pulls out some feathers that he had saved. He just lays them down in tears and then goes and sits by himself.
I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals and open the window. Oh, hello, crows. Can we help you with something?
The mistress has a message for you!
Oh, yes?
The crow will look to its side, and one of its compatriots will drop a shiny pebble in your hand.
Okay, I'll grab it.
When you touch the pebble, a familiar voice will fill your mind and say, I understand that you have made a new acquaintance.
The mistress.
Who's the
No,
familiar?
Countess.
Is it the Countess's voice? Are we familiar with it? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, can you hear me right now, Mistress? Countess?
I can hear you.
Yeah, we have to send you a letter.
Well, then I guess you should return to the manor. I can save you the journey, but the ritual requires the head of a goblin. So...
Oh, that's okay. We can just walk over.
Fine, I'll use my own goblin head. Remember to breathe through your mouth. The world around all of you cascades in a waterfall of colors, sounds, and sensations. Your surroundings streaking like watercolors in a painting. The acrid smell of burned flesh fills your nostrils. And then the runny hues slow and steady until you find yourself seated at a familiar table, long dark cherry wood that gleams a deep wine red in the guttering candlelight. The Countess sits at the head of the table, a smoldering plate smoking in front of her, masking her veiled face. She waves and the plate rises and floats away. How good of you to join me. I won't insult you with idle small talk. To business. I have another job for you, and I assure you that my task is infinitely more important than the avaricious machinations of a gluttonous goblin. And I think we'll end there, if everyone's okay with that for tonight, and
Yeah.
pick it up next week.
That sounds good. Okay,
Good
awesome.
luck, guys, on your combat.
Yay. Fun episode.
Good.
So, a announcement to our viewers: we will not be playing next week. We're taking a break next week as I won't be around. But we will be playing the following 2 Tuesdays. And that's all she wrote for part 1. So thank you to Twitch viewers and thank you to YouTube viewers. We will catch you next time.
We didn't take a break when I was gone.